Hey, everybody. Yay, Jim. I see you're here. Tracy says hi. All right. Good morning, everyone, or afternoon, whatever the case may be, wherever you are. Welcome to the Patreon-funded Google Hangout. I'll be answering your questions and doing some coloring. So dig that. Any questions, let me know. It'll show up on the right side. You want to ask a question, if you go to the upper right of your screen, there'll be like a 3x3 grid, a Rubik's Cube looking thing, and hit the Q&A thing, and then you'll be able to ask questions. Got it? That's letting me know I have email. I need to know that. So, yeah. So here we're gonna work on Nevaeh and Sarasette. They are from your chair. And just gonna get some highlights here, get some shadows as well for her. Hey Jim, how you doing? Hope things are well. By the way, it's 9 degrees here in Grafton, Wisconsin. Boo. Not happy about it. Very cold. And it snowed last night, so we had to get out there and shovel before it froze. But I hope you all are doing good. And thanks for coming. Again, if you want to ask questions, in the upper right will be this 3x3 grid, Rubik's Cube looking thing. Click on that, click on Q&A. And you'll be able to ask whatever you want. Whether I answer, it's another story. Let's see. Oh, finding out if I joined before you that it wouldn't start video when you start. Oh, stink. Well, that's lame. What are you gonna do? You know? Hopefully they'll iron that out. Yes, very cold. Wouldn't mind going on vacation again right now, just because it's so freaking cold, man. I ain't down with it. All right, I need a brush. Today I am working with my Cintiq, my work Cintiq, and it's a little bit of a different setup than my Wacom tablet, but it's about the same. I mean, this I get to look at the screen right in front of me, whereas the tablet I have to move it around with my hand, or my hand's doing one thing and I'm looking at another thing, as opposed to how one might normally draw. Anyone else on? You know what? It keeps bouncing between like 2 and 3 viewers. It looks like right now there's 1 viewer. So yay, Jim! Thanks for staying on. Don't know if it's the time or what, but maybe people are just getting ready to come on. There's been a few times we've had a few peeps like Tom and Sam and a couple others, so that's been cool. Very cool. I don't know if I told you, went to Tampa about a month ago, and the day we got in was actually they have a shine show, and had I known like even like a day before, I would have totally went, but I missed it. I guess it was pretty good, but now that I know that, I'll have to keep that in mind for next time. Looking forward to Shimmer this coming year. Always fun hanging out with you guys. Good times. All right. It needs some highlights. Highlights. Yeah, a buddy of mine bought me Shine for Christmas, which was very cool. It finally got around to actually seeing it. It was an early volume, right in the first one, so it looked like it still was working out a couple of kinks, that kind of thing, but for the most part, it was pretty cool. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Taylor Made won the belt from Santana, I think. So would have been cool to see, but you know, next time. That'd be cool. Hey, MGC is on. What? Yay, MGC. Holy crap, buddy. So he asked, by the way, any clues can you give us on Camille Cote? Finisher. Will she be heel? Well, yeah, she's going to be kind of the big bad going forward. Finishers. She's going to be doing a couple of different ones. One that comes to mind is the calf crusher, which is pretty badass. Looking forward to showing you guys that. And you won't have to wait too long to see it, to see her, I mean, because she's coming pretty soon. So yeah. Trying to think what else. You know, she's a Olympic medalist. She's accomplished wrestler, and her, like I said, her debut match will be coming pretty soon, and it'll be against it'll be, well, I'll tell you, it's going to be against somebody's OC, and they were nice enough to let me borrow their OC to showcase them along with Camille. You can consider it both of their debut match, both Camille and this new debuting wrestler. So it'll be cool. I've actually, I'm trying to think, it'll be Kim Hart. I did a commission a while ago of Kim Hart versus Sabrina. And so yeah, it'll be someone sort of new, but someone we haven't really seen a whole lot from either. So that'll be cool. All right, gonna do some eyeballs here, but I don't mind telling you, I'm looking forward to getting back into updating. I'm doing something new where this chapter we're in now has 32 pages, and I'm trying to lay out all 32 pages ahead of time, and because for me that's sort of the hardest part. And right now I'm on page 23. It's been taking a while, but it's coming along nice. It's just I'd like it to go a little faster. That's how it always works. Always want to get some more speed, but I'm hoping that getting all these pages, the blueprints, so to speak, done ahead of time, I'll be able to work on them a little faster, and they'll look a little nicer, which is the main goal, which is always the main goal, to have Rival Angels look the very best they can. So yeah. So not this coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after we'll be back. So all right, Jim, is there anything you can say about upcoming Kickstarter? The upcoming Kickstarter is going to be planned, either going to do it in February or March, and February or March, and it'll run a month, and it's going to be similar to the last one. The tiers and the rewards, I think, will be the same. Of course, if anyone has any suggestions or ideas, definitely feel free to share. Love to know if there's anything more I can offer or differently to make that make it a little more I guess attractive as that goes, because I want everyone to be happy with what they get in Rival Angels. So and that'll be good too, because that'll be right before the con season starts for me. There's going to be a guest again at Anime Milwaukee. It hasn't been announced yet, so that's why I haven't officially said anything about it. But it'll be Anime Milwaukee in April. It'll be Anime Central in May. And no, I'm sorry. Anime Milwaukee is March. Anime Central is May. I'll be going, I got a trip planned in April, but that's not comic related this time. Going for my in-laws' anniversary, 20th anniversary in Las Vegas. That's April, but not comic related, not Kickstarter related either. But there it is. So yeah, Kickstarter. It's gonna be cool. It'll be the next. Let's say it'll be season 2, chapters 7 through 15. So it'll be kind of a big book. I think it'll be about 200 pages. That sounds about right, if I recall correctly. Sarah said has purple eyes. All right, so for everyone who's viewing, Brooke's going to be getting into a fight. Brooke's going to be getting into a fight with one of Premier Cheer. Who do you guys want to see? Do you want to see Nevaeh, or do you guys want to see Sarasat? Nevaeh, Sarasat. Remember, if you want to ask any questions in the upper right, there's a 3x3 grid. You click on that, Q&A. boom, ask your questions. I got some answers. But as far as whom from Premier Chair, I think it's both of them have. You know, there's certain you know, advantages, because Nevaeh is the bigger girl and Saracet is the smaller, speedier one. James Drow into art. Yeah, hell yeah. She doesn't do so well in sunlight, but she kicks ass otherwise. Just in the dark. Ah, got the white eye, purple hair thing going. I really should run about that actually. I think we got a gaming joke coming up. Thanks, Jim. Yay for undos. Multiple undos. There we go. Oh yeah, so Premier Chair. They don't have the best win-loss record, but I think they for sure have a win over Susie and Little Alex. That sounds right. Let's see. Any word on ComfyCon? You know what? No, I don't even know when ComfyCon is. But I know, you know, I was hearing that I'd probably be able to hang out in some capacity the next time they do it. Seemed like a kind of informal thing, so I totally get if they're still ironing everything out. So, peeps that are new here, you feel like asking some questions, upper right corner, Q&A, boom. Let me know who you like, out of Premier Chair, Nevaeh, or Saracet to fight Brooke. Jim, will Damsel in Destruction 2? Yes, MDC Damsel in Destruction 2. Yes, definitely will be part of the Kickstarter. Will definitely be part of the Kickstarter, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I think I might even start on it a little earlier. I mean, depending on how it goes, but that was a lot of fun to do, and I think people really dug that, whether it was the print version or digital. I think a lot of people dug that, and it was fun for me because I did, yeah, I did some different matchups that I wouldn't normally do. We got to see, you know, Saracet against Kira, and you know, we normally don't get to see that, so that was cool. That was just fun to be able to goof around, and now we have a couple of new players in the game, so to speak. So that'll be cool too. All right, so I got hair, I got eyes, lips, mouths. I think we're gonna do Saracet first, as far as color goes. So let's see. I get some three-dimensionality here. So what do you guys think of the WWE lately? Yay, nay? They're even they're kind of hit or miss, but if I'm not mistaken, isn't TNA their one night stand ladies PPV? I think that's coming out, or it is out finally. But I'm not for sure. And normally TNA is always, or Total Nonstop Action Wrestling has been solid when it comes to their knockouts division. But here lately, it's been kind of poo-poo, not so good. But it's hard for me to even find them because they were on Destination America, and I don't even know where they are now. Somewhere. So as you see, I am grabbing a bunch of areas that I'm going to add some shadows to. I can grab most of them if I can. Most of the areas that I want to shadow just because I'm always going to miss something anyways. But it's just nicer for me to try and get it all in one shot. Jim, I quit watching WWE. NXT would have been good. TNA is on a channel called Pop. No kidding. Huh. I had no idea. I don't know if that's, if I can find it, I might have to check it out. Just to see what's going on there. You know? So Jim, no more WWE at all? Or no more main, so no Raw, no SmackDown? Nothing like that? I wouldn't blame you. What we've been doing is we watch Raw the day after, because then we can skip through all the commercials and all that nonsense. Don't have to worry about that. And then, of course, if there's something real lame on, like, you know, Ryback again or something, we can just be like, you know what? Fast forward right through that, which obviously you can't do with live TV. So. Yeah, I can't say that Roman Reigns is really sparking my interest. I got nothing against the guy. I think he's fine, but you know, it's not putting my butt in the seat, so to speak. So that's all I can say about that. So it's been months. Sometimes I do catch a Divas match if I get lucky. Yeah. You know, sometimes we'll hear that SmackDown is getting a women's match, and we're like, oh, well, maybe we should watch it, you know, later in the week so we can skip right to it, or even check out anything else that might be interesting. Like I think Ambrose spends a lot of time on SmackDown, and we don't normally watch SmackDown, but if there's a good Divas match and Ambrose, it's like, well, that might be worth it. All right, let's add some color to Sarasat. All right. I don't know how I missed those areas, but no big deal. Just touch that up right here. Pleated skirts. Not very good at them, unfortunately. Something I need to work on. There we go. Much better. Anyone new who wants that, feel free to hit the Q&A in the upper right, or the 3x3 Rubik's Cube grid in the upper right corner. Ask away. Let me know who you like out of these two ladies to fight Brooke. You like Nevaeh, the spunky blonde, or Sarah Seth, the equally spunky platinum blonde. Jim, any East Coast cons this year? You know, unfortunately, I don't think so, which is a shame because Southwest is running those specials, and it turns out like two of the cheaper specials are either to Boston or Baltimore. Definitely not going to Boston, but you know, still trying to hear back from Otakon, because Otakon will always do, because it's always such a good show. It's never want to miss that one. All right, shoot. Coloring those, but sorry, let's go back. I think if there's anything else. Dragon Con I'd like to do, but that's Atlanta. I don't know if that's considered East or not. Definitely South. Definitely one I want to do, but Otacon's always the best show, no matter what. I mean, last year there was some problems from an organizational standpoint, and a lot of my buddies who were expecting to make more didn't hit what they wanted, but I'm happy to say that it was all good. It was everything I could have wanted. So Otacon's always in the good books for me. Nevaeh against Brooke would be fun. There's a lot of people if are thinking that too. There's been a couple of I've been posting that question around too, like on the Rival Angels forum, Twitter. So it's kind of 50-50 right now, but we'll see how that actually goes. Hooray! Let's see. It would be the same for me to come to Chicago as Atlanta for Jim. Oh, sure. Yeah, I bet that's a haul. Both are major hubs, Atlanta or Chicago, as far as travel is concerned. There we go. MGC, Damsel and Destruction 2. Can I request Chloe and Brenda doing submission move? Vice versa. Sorry, you know me, man, Chloe fan. Yeah, that's cool. Chloe, Brenda doing submission move. Oh, so each of them doing a submission move to each other, or a move where it's a simultaneous submission. But in either case, I think we can fit Chloe in. As far as that goes, I'm sad that my buddy Dave didn't finish his side story with Sabrina and Becca from Shadow Girls, because Chloe's brother was going to be kind of a big part of that. So hopefully we'll see him, both Dave drawing Chloe's brother, and get some good crossover action again. Jim, you seem to be doing well Saturday when I was there for a bit. Hell yeah. Yeah. You know, Saturday's always a long day. That's a 12-hour day or something crazy. More than that. It's like 10 in the morning until midnight. But I will say we didn't stay until midnight. But I do think we stayed till like 10:30, 11, I think, just because you know, there were still some people, but a lot of times you get any later than that, it's really just people who are killing time because everything else is closed and they don't want to go back to their hotel room. Oh. MGC, Nevaeh or Sarah? I like it. Definitely is a very good contrast, Sarisset and Brooke, just because you got big busty Brooke and you got petite dark colored Sarisset. So obviously there's a nice contrast there. But we'll see how that goes. I'm still gathering opinions from the readers to see what they want to do. Because really, there's no wrong answer, especially where the story's going. And we'll be seeing Brooke against one of these two ladies next chapter, chapter 3. And I'm thinking maybe about the middle, though Premier Cheer is going to get a little more time than we're used to seeing next chapter. I got plans. Got plans for these gals. Yes, sir. Some shadows on Sarisset now. She's happy. She's happy. She's colored in. And I don't really do a whole lot with highlights anymore, just because it takes longer. It doesn't necessarily add too much more, but we'll see where this goes. It's only 11:30. So, all right, Nevaeh. Whoa, rotate. What? So what I'm doing here is with these selections is to make a wide selection like this. I'm looking at doing the Sarisset's skin tone and her suit right now. I'm using the paint bucket tool, and by using the paint bucket tool, it'll only fill in anything that's skin colored here. So I got all the skin color gets, and now here I'm going to hit the gold in her suit, and then all that gets filled in. If I had more selected, then more would get filled in, but here we go again. I have to be careful not to pick too much because if I accidentally select something that I don't want colored, well, guess what? It's getting colored. So I'd be a little careful. Can't be reckless. MGC. Hopefully you have an account on Lulu. So if I'll damn. I haven't looked into Lulu. Lulu's not great for getting stuff printed, but I hear some good things about people doing stuff digitally there. But I know a lot of people are moving to Amazon too. So if you guys can do Amazon, I'm there. Got ebooks and PDFs and regular books even. But of course, it's always the fun is always seeing you guys in person. If I got a new book, so much the better. So that's why I'm definitely looking forward to the next Kickstarter. And since it went so well last time, I'm optimistic it'll go well again this time. And get that Damsel of Destruction too. See some more cool moves, especially ones we don't get to see too often. There's a Royal Butterfly commission that I just did that was a ton of fun to do, and that'll be coming tomorrow's post, tomorrow's Rival Angels update. Hope you guys like it. I guess it was a lot of fun to do. So here again, see how all this gray here is. Make sure you're seeing what I'm saying. So all the gray in her glove, boom, gets filled in, and then now all of her skin here that's selected. Ta-da! Slowly but surely, she's coming together. Coming together. There we go. Anyone new into the Google Hangout? If you feel like asking any questions or interacting, feel free to do so with the Q&A app that you can find in the upper right corner. Clicking that 3x3. I think that's what it is. It went away on me, so I hope it's still there. More pleated skirts. I'm so glad you guys can see this cursor of mine. Oh, wait. Try something different here. So for everyone who's here, is there any new Rival Angels stuff you'd like to see outside of cool PDFs with wrestling moves or new books, anything like that? Feel free to let me know. Definitely here to help. And as I was saying before about working on Rival Angels, working on it, again this morning, just getting it all set up ahead of time. I plan on doing all the blue lines first, then I plan on doing all the lettering, then the penciling, and we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping that'll go well. And if it doesn't, then I can always go back to where I normally go. So nothing wrong with that. Look at that. This rotate tool is great because I can get the right angle that I want. No pun intended. There we go. So we're getting that going. Let's see, right now I'll just put in just a little bit of a shadow here. And the thing I've been starting to do lately with my stuff is softening some of the line art. So I'm going to turn this off. And you see here, everything in green is going to be a selection. And what I'm going to do is basically soften that, the density. So I know it looks kind of silly right now, and it is, but started doing this with the start of chapter 3, so the start of the current chapter. I started doing that and started doing this. guess I might just grab a selection like so. This is something I don't have to be very precise. Sometimes I have to be precise. Like here, I have to be precise. I don't grab too much. But other times I can just go buck wild. All right. So all this is selected, and here we go. So it goes away, but I'm gonna cut it by half. All right. So now, there we go. As you can see, it's a little softer. Here it is. Out with. So you can kind of see how it makes it, blends it in a little bit more. And the hair and her nose, cleavage, and I think it's a little softer. It's something I've liked around with. So I hope you guys like it. Shoot, I forgot to do her gloves again. This does come off. Yeah, but as you can see, it's not so bad. I just select it again. There we go. All right. Jim, which of the rival angels non-big or with more? That is a good question. I would love to work with Veronica Silvermore. She barely gets any time right now. Professor Shannon McCourt. I don't know if you noticed, but Tracy actually made Professor Shannon McCourt a long time ago, and it was my way of bringing her, a little bit of a nod to her to bring her into Rival Angels, but I'd love to use her more. Let's see who else. Who else? I think who's got more story. I suppose Mr. Stark would be fun. I think there's definitely some potential there. MGC, each of them. Oh, okay. Back to the damsel in distress. Each of them, Brenda winning on one page and then Chloe winning on one page. Definitely keep that in mind for when we get Kickstarter rolling, because I think a lot of people would like to see Brenda and Chloe go at it, especially because we never really got to see anything between those two. It was always just innuendo. It was just rumor. It was fun too, but there's obviously a lot of back and forth with those two super tough athletes who know how to fight and bring the pain. Let's see. This is looking pretty good, but I need a background. I'm trying to think what kind of background to do here. Oops. Hold up here. There we go. It wasn't letting me select what I wanted to select. That's a color. There we go. And let's see, I need to deselect. Well, actually, no. I'll just there we go. A little more white. All right. For any new viewers, feel free to comment or ask any questions by using the Q&A app in the upper right corner. Here. I think if need something else in there. So this will work. That's not bad. Now you can, I don't know if you can see along the top. There's some what do you call it? Texture. There's some texture to make that look a little more realistic. You know. Let's see. Oh, oops, don't need that. Or we don't need it that dark. There we go. Let's see what else. There we go. This tool is a lot of fun. Smear tool, or blend tool, I should say. It works kind of by smearing. That's how I think of it anyways. You can see that. Don't get to mess with it too much because it's a little unpredictable, but when it works nice. Sometimes it can help take the edge off of some hard-looking objects. Jim, you ever think about doing animated stuff? I know even just a single move would be tough. It's true. If I was much of an animator, I would. The best I've been able to do are those in Patreon when I do those animated GIFs of how I put something together is usually the highlight. Laura, she went to school for animation, and in her last year of school, she decided she didn't want to do animation. She wanted to do comic books, and she hasn't really done any animated with her stuff. So it's certainly on the table, but trying to find the right time is the real bear. As it is, I really want to get certainly for the Patreon or for the Kickstarter. I want to do like an animated trailer. How I should word that better. Nobody will be moving, but like the camera inside the trailer will be moving, and it'll be like a movie theater trailer if I can get it done like I want to. That was very cool. That was my elbow, I swear, if you heard that. It was not anything else. But I could get an animator fairly reasonable. That would be, outstanding too. I've always thought about if I could get like a live action, actor or actress to do stuff. If I could get a live action Kristen, to wear her outfit, and that alone would be outstanding. But if I could actually get her to do some moves too, I mean, outstanding would that be? And I'm not like against paying for that sort of thing, because naturally, but then it's there's a couple of guys out there doing that stuff. but I don't know if I want if it's not in a wrestling ring, then it's like, well, I really want it in someone's backyard or something like that, or changing room. And maybe there's a good reason for that too, but just haven't gotten around to that. May do that for Kickstarter or something. That would be like a super high level one to try to get to. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Sarah said needs a little bit more depth and dimension. We're probably going to go, or we are going to go like another just under 10 minutes, because I know there's a lot of football on today, and I don't want to keep no one from that. But if anyone's new here, wants to comment or ask a question, feel free to use the Q&A app in the upper right corner. Upper right. Over there. At least I think so. It was there when I started, but I see different things than everyone else because of since I'm running this Hangout. So for the people here in the chat, do you guys have a dream match that you want to see someday between anyone in Rival Angels? Doesn't have to be. I have one. I think Rampage and Mr. Stark would be fun. That'd probably be a rough match. What else? Veronica Silver and Angel Soprano would be cool. I think Angel Soprano and Kira would be good too. I'd like to see Nikki Fox back, but I don't know if we're going to see, well, we're going to see her, but we're not going to see her in the ring anytime soon. Just because she's got that bun in the oven. You know what I mean? Jim, still there. I'm sure there are people out there with better. Oh, all right, good. Glad to know it's there. Maybe people are just shy about asking questions or making any comments. It's all good. And I appreciate each and every one of you for supporting Rival Angels and coming out and watching me color the gals as they get ready for their match. Actually, I don't mind telling you that they're going to be running into, one of them for sure is running into Brooke, but Premier Chair is going to be facing Ultra Dragon next chapter too. MGC, how's Whiskey? She's doing very good. She's a noisy critter. When she meows, she double meows. She goes meow meow. It's hilarious. If I can ever get it, I'll vine it or something, because seriously hilarious. And I'll let you know too, Oscar and Emmy also doing well. Oscar is snoozing right now in his kitty bed in my office, which is good. That's how I like him. Snoozing. Because normally, when we first adopted him, his name was Harley, and it's because he purred so loud. Very noisy. Noisy critter, but they're a lot of fun. Let's see, I think I might add a little bit of highlight. Nevaeh. Just put it right on her nose. Put it on her. Wrong layer. Ooh, again. Put on her image. There we go. Let's see, Jim, Sabrina and Kristen seem to be building. Yes, they do, don't they? And Professor Shannon Corvus, Mistress Dark, that would be a good match. Very good match. Coco versus anyone. Well, then I take it you liked the picture I did with her and Trixie then. Yeah, Coco's she's got a serious following, which I'm glad. Laura's thrilled about that too. And, rightfully so, since she created her almost on a whim, outside of our favorite ice cream place. So, yeah, good stuff. And of course, Coco will be coming back. I just don't know for sure when. Like, if you wanted to know a chapter, I don't know it yet. But, definitely before Rival Angels ends. And, which it's coming, but it's not coming that soon. Here we are with it's the finger painting tool. If you can see it, you're supposed to use it to smudge. And so I'm smudging some of these right now. Kind of get that blended look. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll have to try to work in Shannon and Mr. Stark. And Sabrina and Kristen, they're probably going to get down outside of the ring the way they keep going. As you oh wait, no, you haven't seen. I gotta say, Kristen's trying to make some moves this chapter. Patrons have sort of seen what she's thinking about doing, but people on the main site, it's still gonna be a surprise, but it'll be a good one, I think. Good stuff. What's going on here? Oh, that's right. This is on the wrong layer. There we go. All right, very cool. Premiere cheer, yay! Hooray! So, I gotta wrap this up, but thank you everybody for coming, for supporting Rival Angels. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys like what's coming next, and feel free to hit me up with any questions, comments, suggestions, concerns, anything like that, just because of hearing what you guys is, what you're looking for. And even if I can't do it, at least I know, what you guys are thinking. And if I can make it happen, I will. There we go. So, yeah, we'll do this again, hopefully inside of a month, and we'll be able to talk about Rival Angels updating again and all that good stuff. So, thank you very much for coming out, and we'll see you guys soon, man. Take it easy.